First of all, the quality level is just blowing my socks off. I really am impressed with how good everything is. I'm really impressed with how many layers there are to things. I'm really impressed, like, you know, some of these paintings, there's just sparkles in the eyes of the people, and the technique is so high. And I'm really excited about it, to be honest with you. And I came in like not really knowing what to expect, quite frankly, and I didn't think I was going to be this like, oh my gosh, but I'm really blown away. My favorite one, and the one I think we're gonna buy, is the painting by Paul. I think it's Paul Donahue. Oh my gosh, it's such a great painting, and it's so unexpected, and it's really unique, and it's really original, and the technique is fantastic. I don't remember the name of the gentleman that does the dogs, but the dogs are hilarious. I really like them. It's better to be hated for who you are than loved for something you're not, which I don't think is his quote, but I like the way he incorporated it into the painting. And I just think the image is really cool and really intense. Isaac Sayez, I might be not be saying that right, but A Woman's Love. That's just intense. That is and look at like the detail on the lips right there. That's ridiculous. It's so good. It's so good. Larger Than Life by Paul Donahue. That's my favorite so far, because it's funny, you know, like you don't expect it, and it's it's just a really well done painting. I really like it. There's another guy over here that does sketches of dogs that I just like them. Shane Blake, ridiculously good tapestry. Yeah, Larry Sharpfish. They're just cute. I don't know what to tell you, man. There's no subtext to the dogs. They're just great pictures of dogs. The pop cans are we can't figure out quite how they did it. That had to take forever. So it's like pointillism except done with metal. That's crazy. Jamie Cochran, Faye Slave. I particularly like the way the wings connect to her arms, and it's kind of anime-ish. It looks like anime, but it also looks like native work, like they've kind of combined the two styles. That's my opinion. I don't know if that's what he did, but I really like it, and I like the horns and the detail on the horns. That's kind of an Elvis-y beadwork, which I also, the Blaze Mantle by John Jolly is really cool. That's just beautiful. Again, another Paul Donahue, Anticipation. I'm really excited about Paul, quite frankly. I think he's done some cool stuff. And I like the Eclipse one over there too. So once again, I'm really excited by all of this, and I'm really glad that you put it together. It's a really cool show.
I'm fascinated and so impressed by the skills, the creativity, and that the people who are doing this work have all that feeling inside of them, and to be able to express it and put it on paper for other people to see and enjoy and feel. That it's just phenomenal. And really, as well, looking at the beadwork, which is spectacular as well. I would love very much to see a market in Aberdeen so that it would be available for purchase all the time.
I like it. Well, I think it's all impressive because the craftsmanship that goes into it, and the time and the effort, and for these gentlemen and women to do this, I mean, there's a talent to all this, and it's sometimes such a wasted talent because they're inside and it can't reach the outside like it should. There is, from the pictures to the artwork to the beadwork, it's fascinating. I'm looking at my stepson's stuff right there now, and I'm going, I should buy one of those just to wear it, to say it's something that he has made. We get to visit 6 to 8 times a year, maybe 10, and it's just sad when you're sitting in there and visiting, and you see the young families and the fathers and the kids and the life that they're going to have afterwards. It's just, what do they do? I have a stepson that's going to get out in a year and a half. I don't know exactly what he's going to do. I know that through God and Bible studies at the prison, he has turned his life completely around. Knock on wood, let's hope he keeps it that way.
I do not know so much about art. I like to play the sport so much. But when I came here, I go with my girlfriend. I say, maybe I get some moved because I think someone who do something wrong and was catch into the prison, maybe they have their own reason to why I do something wrong. Maybe they have their own, they have their special will towards the world. Maybe the art from there is from a very, very special view, from a special, how to say, have a special opinion towards the world.
I'm Sylvia. It's absolutely amazing. The pop can art just blows me away. It's so unusual. They're all very amazing. I mean, all the art here. I love the beadwork. As a matter of fact, I purchased one. The feeling I get, I actually know people who are in prison, and I am really glad that I see people being able to express themselves and people coming out to look at what they have created.
When I was there to visit with the art group, I saw the huge bead work that is now here on display. I saw it in its beginning stages as a work in progress. So that's one of the first things I was going to look for, but I didn't have to look because it knocks your eyes out when you walk into the gallery. I have to go over here and see this horse coming out of the wall. I haven't gotten close to it yet to see how that was done. It's fascinating. And then it'll be my happy task to choose some jewelry for myself before I leave here tonight. The one with the horse coming through the painting on the wall reminds me of being in the National Art Gallery in Washington, D.C. It looks like a huge painting, but there were no horses coming through the walls when I was there. So it's just so unusual, and I really like that. It occurs to me that this is one of the most well-attended receptions in Aberdeen. I don't get to all of them, but a lot of people came tonight, and I think it's a lot of people are going to be thinking about and talking about the people who have produced these beautiful, and not all beautiful, some just so interesting that you can't stop thinking about them.
I have a son in prison. It's just undescribable the amount of time that they must spend, but how it gets their mind off of what they're in there for. The peace that they must feel when they're doing this is amazing. But I just look at this and I just can't even imagine the hours that they put into it. But beautiful talent. The pop can art is just amazing. And I can buy a piece tonight if I want. They might want to leave it on display. That's beautiful. It's something new this year, isn't it? And the beadwork is always fascinating.
To put in that much time and effort to have that, it makes me think of doing embroidery and doing needlepoint and so on. I mean, you have to have it in your hands and have the feel of it in your hands, and it's just stitch by stitch. So that's just absolutely remarkable. But it's such a treat to see this work, and the effort and the thought that goes into each piece. So it's a delight.
I like the koala. I think it's like really cute and it's like little. So it's really easy to put on like a purse and like a backpack. It's adorable. The Flying Pig with Wings by Jamie L. Cochran has a little halo with wings on it. It's like a little angel pig. It's adorable. I also like this medallion by Chad DuBois. I like all the colors, how it's really bright. And I like it how he made it out of beads and lots of string.
As usual, excellent. As usual, I pre-picked my ones that I want. I love them all, but you know, I'm retiring. I have to be a little prudent with my money, but this one here, Guardian Angel. I already told Donnie that I wanted it. And here's the story. I said, what's the deal with the board out? And he was saying, oh, well, that's because the guardian angel's watching over them in case there's danger. And I've always told my kids and my grandkids that their children will always have an angel looking after them, whether it's me or somebody else in the family. And there's 2 girls and 2 boys. I have 2 girls and 2 boys. I will be their guardian angel. I have to have this painting. So, Paul, it's mine.
I think that these guys are very talented, and these ladies. I love the pop can art. They're just so flashy, and how long it probably took for them to do them. They're very dedicated. I have never seen an inmate art show, and I think it's wonderful what you guys are doing with them, because nobody else, would have the dedication or want to do any of this, and these guys are getting the option to and the opportunities.
Donahue, yeah. Particularly the horse that's coming out that's like become 3D. You don't know if it is 3D. It's amazing, and the picture within the picture. I mean, that's a showstopper. But there's so many showstoppers. It's just wonderful to see. The pop can art is certainly unique, and I love it when I can try to figure out how they do it, you know, and it's not obvious. And so there's a magic quality to doing that. I mean, it's like you're creating magic. You were talking about how you have a compassion group, and learning to be compassionate. I mean, if you can learn that any place, I mean, and particularly in prison, and how important that is, because they bring it out with them and then they teach others, and you know, it's a wonderful program. So I'm really glad that I had a chance to come and hear you and see the stuff. There's a couple standouts in the show that really impressed me as an artist or as a designer, and it's just all so wonderful to see that these men have created all these beautiful things. The beadwork particularly, you know, it's just the time, the skill, the dedication, the focus. It's a wonderful thing, and it would be just wonderful if other states, other places could, you know, do something like this. It's wonderful to see men finding beauty, you know, and finding, like you said, a beautiful side of themselves. You know, it's so important. Men have a tough time with that. The one thing that struck me about what you said is that, you know, for that time when they're making their art, they're free. You know, they're free. They're in a special place.